welcome back to Let's Play Hot Wheels Micro Racers, the journey to find out why we're small. See, XC3 thinks they're following Raceman, but it's probably not actually the case. So can you go this way? Actually, it doesn't even say you can go either way on this screen up there. Interesting. We're on the little trap mark on the top. But this is our first time playing as XC3, hooray. Also, man, that boost charges really slowly. I didn't realize it actually charged different rates. Does it charge different rates for different cars? I think it does. But XE3 is probably thinking to itself, it should probably be trying to do something other than racing to be the best. As we found, it's just not the best of racers. And really want to be careful about when and where I boost here. Super risky jump. So what we're gonna do, we're just gonna look for stuff. We're gonna look around. We're gonna figure things out, kind of like Raceman did. We're gonna learn from Raceman. XC3 wants to improve as an individual. And this game exploring means like walking into weird random corners. As you saw in the last episode when we found the parts for, what was it? Oh, for XC3. Oops. This is a thin line you have to walk here. You cannot boost much with this car though. I guess its boost stat is probably really low. If you look. Just look at little nooks and crannies. If you look on the little star stat on the stats for this one. So we found multiple pieces of some car. Strangely enough, actually seems to be the car that's right in front of us right now. Why are we seeing multiples of this? Who knows? That's one of the most obvious ones. Oh, XC3. Not the best of drivers, but hey, we're finding stuff. Maybe XC3 has a calling other than racing. Maybe racing isn't what XC3 is here for. So we found all the pieces to a car supposedly being driven by Danny. Except Danny also seems to be here in front of us. I'm not sure if XC3 has really caught on to the fact that there seem to be clones here. Something to that effect. At least clones of cars, but also clones of robots we found. In fact, this is the first case we've seen of there being, apparently, more than one of a given person's car, instead of just one of a robot. So let's kind of talk a little bit about the music for this game, to film this phase here, as we try to finish up this race. So, all the music in this game, I've looked it up a little bit, because I've actually just listened to this game chat like a few times because I like a bit of it, especially the mini music and the beach music. And to a degree, I find the music for the last level really catchy. But, so it seems that it's all made by some Japanese group. And, I should repeat these guys by much. It's not just made by some Japanese group, it's apparently called Blue. But, hi, Raceman. But on top of that, I can't find any trace on anywhere else, anywhere. I can only find, if you just look up their name in Japanese, all that comes up is this one band and the 4 songs they made for this game. And strangely enough, the music for this level is considered the instrumental version, quote-unquote, the menu music. In those, 1, the menu music's already instrumental, and 2, this is a completely different song. I don't know why. The beach has its own music, and then the last level, there are only 3 levels, I admit, I'll just be upfront about that. The last level isn't titled. It doesn't have named music. Oh hey, there's Raceman, supposedly. I actually didn't beat Raceman. Actually, it only lost by 2 seconds, which is strange for having collected all the stuff. Man, maybe XC3 is better than I thought. But suddenly, when you manage to catch back up with Raceman, Raceman has in fact found Danny, carless. Now Danny has a car. We have given Danny a car. We produced for Danny. How this works, I have no idea. But maybe Danny should see what he can do here with the various components that we found. Let's see. Danny will show off his own little racing prowess. See what business is with this fake of himself, or at least all the other fakes he seems running into. Danny stays behind. Danny stays behind while everybody else is running around here. Or else moves on to somewhere else. Let's be careful about that. And he essentially swears to be his usual violent self and not stop racing. Take on these guys until everybody is... all the fakes are dealt with. However that works. Why am I getting so static in the sound? I might actually just be part of the game. I don't think the game's lagging or anything. It doesn't feel like it's lagging. Should be lagging. Oh, now there's no more static sound. I don't know what was causing that. I don't know how much you guys can hear it if I have music playing over it anyways. There's still this... whoa! Non-responsive vert. Man, this car is fast. There's still a non-responding vert as well. I haven't really heard anything about. Maybe somebody else will... maybe the other gang of 3, XU3, Nighthawk and Gearhead will be able to find vert wherever else. Seems like there's been a little bit of talk about Vert and Danny, despite their differences actually having some sense of camaraderie. Just barely. Of course, this is a guy who takes risks. I don't know if I can make that jump fail boost, or at least not with this car out. No. Oh, this is a really fast car, actually. Maybe it can. It's probably just a matter, mostly, of whether the car you're using has high enough speed if you can make it that boost. Like, this car zooms across some of these parts. But yeah, there's some talk lately about... did I just see like a spot like through the desk on the ground? Towards the right? But there's some talk about Vert and Danny getting along, being a relatively similar pair. Some younger and easily skilled drivers, at least in different ways, but still skilled. That's been along, and have both been along for most of this whole adventure. Oh jeez, explosion! That's one of the cars facing an unfortunate fate down there. And there's the fake XT3 gone. Because I nearly lapped it. I wonder how this works. I don't know what happens if you manage to lap the other cars. Like, I guess if I lapped XT3, the fake XT3, the question is, I don't know if I would have won. Would I have won because I was in first? Or would I not have won yet because... would XT3 and Raceman both be eliminated? I'm really curious how that would work. I have no idea. I might want to check that out later. I might try to see... I might try to lap someone once I get back to the car later on. What's everybody else doing elsewhere? Oh. So this trio is elsewhere doing their own thing. This car is actually really fast, that explains it. Let's see. I think Raceman's been the one who has actually had the least screen time so far. So we've had Metacog, I think, in 2 races? I believe so. Yeah, right. Gonna have this guy do some stuff. Off we go. And we head off to the last area, the toy room. Which seems like a pretty reasonable place to actually try to find other cars and whatnot. That was our reasoning, at least. Also, find ourselves here with... well, we don't really know where Metacog ran off to. Probably searching somewhere else here, because this is a pretty big toy room and all that stuff. There's lots of stuff to be seen here. But you still have this strange non-responding Vert that we are now pretty suspicious is actually... ooh... an imposter. Based off of... what went on with... at least on what went on with Danny. He's actually a pretty good racer though, jeez. And of course you have Danny, who caught up to everyone after racing everyone else out in the office, and is already flying ahead of Raceman, seemingly. wasn't trying to go that way, but fine. You can see there are lots of alternate routes to take here. The speed difference is really showing between these guys, though. Man. I know Raceman's car isn't the fastest right now. But, man. Also, I think I saw something rendering on top of another thing. We can at least get a taste for what this place is like as we go here. So you can attempt to go through this as a shortcut here. But it's, as you can imagine, pretty risky. I have no idea where Danny ran off to. Of course, XT3 is just stand pine doing whatever XT3 does. Darn XT3. I guess we'll join Metacog after this, see what they're doing. We might be finding something a bit more fruitful. Right now, we're at least... I suppose we're a little bit concerned about what this fake bird is doing, though. So, we're at least trying... Since we don't know the nature of them being here. So we're just gonna try to distract him and hold him off with some good racing. I guess Danny is totally capable of doing that on his own, but Raceman's trying to help out too. Doing what we can. But one would imagine that in a toy room or something like that, if these cars are small and toy-sized, that might be the answer to finding whatever we're trying to find. Oh, Danny, you stupid. He got in over his head. No surprise there. Slow and steady, Danny. Slow and steady. I swear, if I end up winning because Danny hit that train, that'll be an interesting little story with a moral for Danny. I believe it's good to boost off the jumps because you'll actually keep your speed in the air. So you'll stay faster for a little bit longer. I don't know if you actually get speed by going down hills in this game or not. It doesn't feel like you lose speed by going up hills at least. That's best cornering. Look at that, Denny. Dude, come on. I know you can do better than that. It is what it is, though. So is that supposed to be like a hockey book? That one with like purple on it? I've never been sure what that was supposed to be. I always thought that it's some kind of weird eye or something. Who knows where everyone else is? Oh jeez! XU3 held off Danny. I held off the fake vert. Look at that. Surprising. But now Raceman has the record here. Look at that. Okay, well, in any case, that's gonna be it for this episode, but we'll see you guys again next episode where we join Metacog doing whatever Metacog is doing here in the toy room. Off finding something productive, hopefully. We'll find out. Me finding the real vert. Maybe. We'll see. Bye guys.